Hi students, welcome to Lakshman Biology. In this video, I'll explain about the pollination. Pollination. What is the pollination? Pollination means transfer of pollen grains. Transfer of pollen grains from anther to stigma. From anther to stigma is called as a pollination. See, what is the use of pollination? If you see the pollination in which the pollen grain attach with the stigma after the pollination. The pollen grain is a male gametophyte. It can produce male gametes that will fuse with the female gamete which present in the ovary. The main aim of pollination is transfer of male gametes. Transfer of male gametes towards the female gamete for fertilization and development of embryo. That is the main aim of pollination. That is helped for the transportation of male gametes towards the female gamete for the fertilization. Okay. Now we will see the all details which are related to pollination. Actually, in pollination, pollen grains which are released from the anther. This is the anther. Pollen grains which are released from the anther transferred on the stigma. That stigma may be related to same flower or same plant or another plant of same species. Here pollination again divided into three types, that are number 1 autogamy, number 2 geitonogamy, number 3 xenogamy. Pollination is divided into how many types, students? 3 types: autogamy, geitonogamy, and then xenogamy. Autogamy also called as self-pollination. Self-pollination. Another name of autogamy is self-pollination. If you see the definition of autogamy, in autogamy what happened? The pollen grains which are released from the anthers. Okay, these are the anthers. It is anther. Pollen grains which are released from the anther reach to same flower stigma. Transfer of pollen grains from anther to stigma within a flower is called as autogamy. Here what happens? Same flower pollen grains reach to the same flower stigma. Then what happened? That pollen grain may be germinate on stigma. It will release male gametes. That male gametes enter into the ovary, then which leads to fertilization, because in the ovary we can see the female gamete or egg. That is about the self-pollination. Next, there is few requirements. Requirements are there for the self-pollination, that are number 1 is bisexuality. Self-pollination occurs only in bisexual flower. Then number 2 is homogamy, means both male and female reproductive parts has to mature at same time. Number 3 is clistogamous, means few types of flowers that are not open at all. After maturity also that will not open. Those type of flowers also show the self pollination. Self pollination. That okay. That three are requirements. That three are requirements for the self pollination. Number one is bisexuality. Bisexuality means the flower which contain both stamens and pistils. The flower which contain both stamen and pistil, or both male and female reproductive part, is called bisexual flower. That bisexual flower are required for the autogamy. If flower contain either male or only female part, it not leads to the self pollination. When it contain both anther and stigma, or both stamen and pistil, then only there is a possibility for self pollination. Then homogamy. Homogamy means maturity occurs at the same time. Anther maturity, stigma receptivity should be occur at the same time. Then only we can see the self pollination. If anther maturity occurs at one time, and if the stigma receptivity occurs at another time, that will not leads to the self pollination. Okay. Hence what happened, both male and female reproductive parts should be mature at the same time. When both male and female reproductive part mature at same time, then that condition is called homogamy. Homogamy. Opposite to homogamy, hercogamy. Means male reproductive part mature at one time, female reproductive part mature at another time. Sorry, not hercogamy, dichogamy. Homogamy opposite is dichogamy. Dichogamy means male part mature at one time, female part mature at another time. Okay, here homogamy is one requirement for the self pollination. Next, clistogamous. Few types of flowers that will be closed after maturity also, they will not open. See, those are in closed condition. Why? Because complete autogamy or self pollination is not occur in the opened flower. Opened flower means cosmogamous flower. Clistogamous means closed flower. Opposite to clistogamous, cosmogamous. Cosmogamous. Cosmogamous means opened flower. Flowers which are open are called as a cosmogamous flower. There is a chances for cross pollination also in the cosmogamous flower, but there is a flowers that will not open at all, which are called as clistogamous flowers. In clistogamous flowers only autogamy occurs. Why? Because there is no chances for entry of another plant pollen grains, because of that is closed flower. Hence autogamy is only the type of pollination that we can see in the clistogamous flower. Few types of plants will show both clistogamous flowers and cosmogamous flowers. Example for that is Viola oxalis. Viola oxalis plants contain both opened flower and closed flowers. Opened flowers are called cosmogamous flowers. Closed flowers are called as clistogamous flowers. That is about the autogamy. Next, we have to see about the geitonogamy. Geitonogamy means transfer of pollen grains. Transfer of pollen grains from anther to stigma. Anther to stigma within the same plant. Different flower but same plant. Transfer of pollen grains from anther to stigma of different flower of same plant. Pollination here occurs within the plant, but flower is different. Okay, here it is one flower and this is another flower. Pollen grains are transferred from anther to stigma of different flower of same plant. Then that is called as gytenogamy. Okay, for transfer of pollen grains from anther to stigma of another flower, if it is within the same plant, also require pollinators. Some agents, pollinators are required. It may be air. Pollen grains not contain legs, hands for movement. Hence, the pollen grains should be carried by air or maybe insects or anything. The agents which are used for the transportation of pollen grains are called pollinators. There is a requirement of pollinators in the gytenogamy. Then if you see here, functionally or ecologically, it is an cross pollination. Functionally it is cross pollination, but genetically it is an self pollination. Why genetically it is self pollination? Here same plant pollen grains are enter into the same plant stigma. Hence it is genetically similar. Same plant pollen grains only here involved in pollination for the same plant stigma. Hence genetically it is an self pollination, but economically and functionally it is an the cross pollination. That is about the gytenogamy. Next, xenogamy. Xenogamy means cross pollination. Another name of xenogamy is cross pollination. In xenogamy, if you see the definition of xenogamy, transfer of pollen grains from anther to stigma of different plant which belongs to same species. Pollination occurs in between different plants, but that should be same species. That is about the cross pollination. For cross pollination, few requirements are there, like unisexuality, self sterility, like few requirements are there. That requirements in detail we will discuss in the outbreeding devices. Here simply I will explain requirements. Unisexuality. Okay, unisexual flowers are helped for the xenogamy. Like if you see the papaya, male plant is different and female plant is different, in which male plant contain male flower only, female plant contain female flower only. Hence if you see the unisexual plants and the unisexual flowers, there we can see only unisexuality. But sometimes one plant contain both male flower and female flower. In that condition there is a possibility for gytenogamy. If male flower present in one plant, female flower is present on another plant, then which leads to xenogamy. Example for that is papaya. Then another condition, there is a self sterility. Self sterility also called as self incompatibility. Self incompatibility. Self sterility or self incompatibility means it is the condition in which the stigma avoid the germination of the same plant pollen grain. See, this is the stigma. Stigma can recognize the pollen grain if same plant pollen grain reach to the stigma, then it will be avoided. That is about the self-sterility or self-incompatibility that we can see in few plants like tobacco. Here what happens in self-sterility or self-incompatibility, it is a genetic mechanism in which the stigma avoid germination of same plant pollen grain. That is about the requirements of xenogamy. Once again, if you see the overall details of pollination, pollination means transfer of pollen grains from anther to stigma, which again divided into three types. If pollination occurs within the flower, then that is called autogamy or self-pollination. If pollination occurs different flower of same plant, that is called as geitonogamy. If pollination occurs in between the different plants of same species, then that is called as xenogamy or cross pollination. Thank you. If it is useful for you, like, share, comment and subscribe my YouTube channel Lakshman Biology. Thank you.